24 hours.
24 hours.
Your dad insisted that we use this time to really think about the potential consequences before going to the police. But Liam, I'm going to be honest, I don't want to do that right now. I just want to push all of this as far from my mind as possible. I want to devote tonight to us. To our love.
Me too.
Is this a bad time?
Well, that depends. Dressmaker hiding back there?
No. He's finishing up work at Forrester.
Finally. A little good news today.
A bad day?
Trust me, you don't want to know.
I do, Bill. What's going on?
I'm gonna send these numbers over to Dad, but I think he's gonna be just as impressed as I am right now.
Thanks.
Thank you. And you know what, Carter? I'm sorry. You should have had this job years ago after everything you've done for this family. And everything you've done for me and how loyal you've been to Dad. Thank you, man. Oh, almost forgot. I heard about your new mystery woman. We now know who it is. Shauna? Crazy. How did that happen?
One thing is for sure, you know how to think damn fast on your feet.
Well, thank you, but Zoe still has so many questions. And when she was asking me in front of you and Carter how I ended up in bed with him, I mean, how can it not throw me?
You acted like a pro. I mean it, just like when Zoe saw that jacket and you pretended like it was yours, like you were the woman in Carter's apartment that night.
I know I didn't like doing that. But we couldn't risk her finding out that it was really you. So if we have to keep playing this charade to keep that from happening, Ben, how you got yourself in this mess in the first place is beyond me.
You and Shauna. Never saw that coming.
Neither did I. It just, happened.
How'd this hot romance start?
I wouldn't call it a hot romance.
I don't care what you call it. But how did it start? Who made the first move? Was it her? Or was it you?
I'm not judging you.
I know, but you have every right to, considering the mess I've made of things.
Almost made. Nobody knows about you and Carter except for me, and that's how it's gonna stay. But Quinn, for the life of me, I mean, how did you let it get this far? I mean, okay, I get it. Carter's gorgeous and successful, and he does have that amazing body, but you love Eric.
Love Eric.
I know.
Eric is my everything, and I can't lose him, Shauna. I can't.
I appreciate your concern, Brooke, but there's...
But I should butt out, right?
I would never say that to you. It means a lot that you care.
Of course I care. You can open up to me about anything, Bill. I mean, we have a history. And your son and my daughter, they're married. And they're reunited.
I'm well aware.
So, is this about them? Because you should be thrilled that they're back together.
I want to be.
You're not eating much. Who am I kidding? I don't have much of an appetite either. I mean, we could do a special dinner like this with the kids. Liam, I already know what you're thinking.
Yeah, because you're thinking it too. We can't just pretend what's hanging over our heads is not hanging over our heads. I love you for wanting tonight just the two of us, but who are we kidding? We don't need 24 hours. We both know exactly what I have to do.
Actually, I'm not with Shauna.
You not? That's a shame. I thought you were.
Well, the thing with Shauna was never really a thing. I mean, it was something, but it was brief. Moments in time that wasn't supposed to last. And it couldn't because I still have feelings for Zoe.
What are you saying?
That Zoe and I are back together.
When did that happen?
Point is, it happened. Yeah, we're back on track.
Back on track. That's great. And all that stuff with Sende, that is in the past, behind you?
No, but we all make mistakes, right?
No, we all make mistakes. You don't. You're perfect. Look at what you're doing here. This is not...
You don't know me that well, then.
I know you well enough to know that you are my best friend. And what I want for you is happiness. And if that's what Zoe gives you, then that's good. If she's the woman that makes you happy, then that's what I want. That's all I want for my dad, too.
Did Eric say something? Is he upset with Quinn?
Quinn, what you need to do is to just focus on your marriage. Recommit to your husband. You know Eric's devoted to you.
Yes, and I am devoted to him and to not letting him down again. And I know Carter feels the same way about Zoe.
He does. We both heard him. But the most important thing, Zoe heard him.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize.
Oh, you know what? It's okay. Actually, it's getting late and I should be going.
Hey, Shauna. I wanted you to know I'm watching you.
I'm sorry. Excuse me?
I'm Zoe's sister.
Yeah, I know.
And now that she and Carter are back together, I want you to stay away from them.
You want to be happy for Hope and Liam?
Well, let's just say I'm being cautious. Those two have faced obstacle after obstacle. I hope all that's behind them.
We've been over it. Over it and over it. I'm just not gonna be able to function as a father, as a husband, as a person if I have to keep this secret. I mean, look, it's destroying my life. It's already destroyed some of my relationships. I'm distant, I'm unaccountable, you know. I mean, kids don't deserve that, neither do you. First thing tomorrow morning, we'll go to the police. I'm gonna tell them everything I know. And that's the plan. That's what we have to do.
I don't want to lose you.
I don't want to lose you either. Believe me. But we have tonight. Nobody can take that from us. Listen, we know what we're doing. There's no point in talking about it, so let's just not. But you're right about tonight. Tonight should be about us and our love for each other and making the most of every moment we have left.
Dad and Quinn are going through a rough patch.
A rough patch.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. Quinn and her trying to break up my marriage to Brooke. And Dad had a tough time reconciling and didn't know if he could ever be with her in that way again. He talked to me about it and I heard him, and somewhere in there he decided to forgive her. So maybe it's something in the water here, I don't know. Because you're forgiving now, you're forgiving Zoe, and is that really what you want?
Yeah, I had to.
Listen, I just want you to be happy. Because you are the best, most decent person I know, and you deserve everything.
I'm as flawed as anyone else.
True, you kind of let go of your body a little bit. You got to work on that. It takes time. You got to put the time in, okay?
Yeah. Look, I have to run. Are we finished here?
Yeah. Carter. Thank you.
You're welcome.
There's nothing between Carter and me, so Zoe has nothing to worry about. End of story.
Oh, and by the way, Quinn, Zoe told me how you really came through for her. Whatever you did with Carter really worked. Oh, hey, Carter. Perfect timing. I was just telling Shauna that you and my sister are back together. That is true, right? Zoe is the woman you're meant to be with?
You still haven't told me why you came by.
I wanted to talk to you about Hope and Liam. I thought it might be nice if we plan a party for them now that they're back together. Nothing too extravagant, just inviting the family and having a nice celebration for their reunion. Any objections?
No, why would I have any objection? I want my son and your daughter to have a long and happy life together as much as you do. Maybe more.
I don't want to let you go.
Me neither.
But we have tonight. And tonight can be forever if we want it to be. Whatever happens, you're the love of my life.
You're mine too.
Yeah, there's not going to be a moment that goes by I'm not thinking about you.
Oh, shh. Don't talk like that. The only thing we can be sure of is right now. You and me. And I need this night, Liam. I need one more night with my husband.
Look, Paris, I need Zoe. Zoe's the one I want to build a future with, and I should have never ended it before. It's a mistake in a lot of ways. Mistake I'll never make again.
Oh, I have to run, but thank you so much for caring about my sister and her feelings as much as you obviously do.
Well, you handled that well.
And every word, I'm back with Zoe, and it's gonna stay that way.
Yeah, well, I feel the same way about Eric. I can't believe I risked my marriage. I almost lost everything. Eric has given me the most wonderful life imaginable, and I'm never going to jeopardize that ever again. Carter, nothing can ever happen between us again. We have to keep this secret forever.
You saw Bill again? Twice in a day? Why?
I wanted to go talk to Hemorrhage about doing something special for Hope and Liam. Now that they're back together, we should celebrate. With the family. I mean, nothing too grand. I know that Bill can get carried away sometimes.
He always gets carried away. So what, did you come up with something sweet?
No.
What's going on?
I don't know. I just got this really strange feeling from Bill. I think that he does have some serious concerns about Hope and Liam.
Vinny. Oh my God.
Liam! You're not saying a word about this to anyone else. Certainly not the police.
Only we could stay here, safe in each other's arms.
Outside world be damned.
You know, I do actually wish the kids were here. They make this house a home.
And they make us a family. To think I might lose my relationship with them because of what I've done, that's...
Liam. You are a good man. What happened with Vinny was an accident. You're not a murderer. And you cannot lose sight of that.
I don't know how you do that. You always end up finding the good in me. You always end up mustering the strength to stay with me, even after all the bad things I bring to your life.
I just can't imagine my life without you in it. Or our children's lives, or Kelly's life. And so I'm going to keep the faith that you will continue to be here for us, because we need you. I need you.
Hope, you're the compass that's guided me since the moment I've met you. Listen, I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow, but one way or another, you'll be with me. And I'll be with you because we're a part of each other. Whether I'm here or in a prison cell, I will love you.